from the Nigeria Center for Disease Control and Prevention indicates that 68% of all confirmed cases of Lassa were reported from hotspot states. And these hotspot states include Ondo State, Edo State, and Bauchi State. These are the hotbeds of Lassa fever, though there are other states which we call the high-burdened states. Their own case is not as serious as that of Ondo and Edo and Bauchi states. One of the major challenges in the control of Lassa fever is that many rural communities in Nigeria, they remain unaware of Lassa fever transmission pathways and the prevention strategies, as well as cultural misconception.
The director outlined various efforts by the agency to effectively disseminate information to the public.
As the agency of government responsible for value reorientation and attitudinal change with robust network, platforms, and structures, we, National Orientation Agency, will be doing the following. 1. Deploy our network of state and local government offices to disseminate information. And 2, to utilize various media channels to amplify prevention messages. 3, engage community leaders, traditional leaders, faith-based leaders, and influencers to mobilize grassroots support.
He also called on Ondo State residents to partner with NOAA, particularly during the dry season when the risk of transmission increases. Joy Pius, Osrc News.
In celebration of its first convention, Junior Chamber International JCI Akure has launched a health awareness campaign for residents in Akure, the state capital. JCI's Akure 2024 President Kunle Olajuwon said the organization is committed to community development projects aligned with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Osrc's Joy Pius again tells us more.
As part of its 41st convention activities, Junior Chamber International JCI Akure organized a health awareness campaign for residents. JCI Akure's 2024 President Kunle Olajuwon stated that the initiative is the second health intervention by the organization this year, aimed at improving community health in Akure.
This health awareness campaign is as a result of our interest in the Sustainable Development Goals, and as part of active citizens, we see it as a duty as an organization, Junior Chamber International, to give back to our community, and it's also part of our core value to organize community development projects. So this health awareness program is part of those community development projects which JCI do organize from time to time.
A representative from the NYC Medical CDS partnering with JCI, Dr. Precious Undoka, highlighted the importance of knowing one's health status and avoiding sedentary lifestyles.
We have to at least try to know the importance, the health benefits of being active. As far as these things are concerned, diabetes, hypertension, apart from the little activity here and there, our eating, how do we eat? Do we eat often? It's very, check your blood pressure at least once in 3 months.
Beneficiaries expressed their gratitude for the initiative, appreciating the health services provided.
They check my BP, they check my blood pressure, and they check my diabetes. So say I should be taking the drug every time. After taking the drug, I should go and do another test, another checkup for the blood pressure.
nǹkan tó ń ṣe ó tẹ́ mi lọ́rùn dáadáa wọ́n yìí ṣàyẹ̀wò ara mi tó ń dẹ̀ pè lọ́wọ́ mi bó ṣe ń ṣe mí mo ṣàlàyé fún wọn wọn kò gùn fún mi wọ́n dẹ̀ fún mi.
The campaign offered basic treatments for malaria, typhoid, blood pressure checks, hepatitis screenings, sugar level assessments, and health counseling, among others. Joy Pius, OSRC News.
In the meantime, in combating the neglected tropical diseases (NTDs), at a one-day technical review meeting in Akure, Ondo State capital, the Director for Public Health, Dr. Stephen Fagbemi, stressed collaboration among stakeholders to eradicate NTDs in the state. He stressed that improving wash conditions is crucial for preventing NTDs.
Neglected tropical diseases (NTDs) pose a significant public health threat in Nigeria, affecting millions, especially in rural and disadvantaged areas. This meeting with health agencies focused on the essential role of water, sanitation, and hygiene wash in programs. Director of Public Sanitation and Hygiene, Tolulope Akintade, affirmed the agency's commitment to providing potable water as a key strategy to curb disease spread in the state.
If we try to eliminate this, the level of diseases in our community will reduce drastically. And how? By taking potable water and by making sure that we guide ourselves in terms of personal hygiene and proper washing of our hands and do all the needful.
Meanwhile, Director of Public Health, Dr. Stephen Fagbemi, shared preventive measures aimed at eradicating NTDs from local environments.
Many of these things like schistosomiasis or pityriasis has to do with people going to the river, people using water, not potable water, drinking, wading in water, and all of that. Even washing of our hands, we still have helminthes, open defecation, especially in the rural environment, not having, sanitary provisions, toilets in the homes. So these are some of the things we have to address together.
UNICEF specialist Monday Johnson and General Manager of Rural Water Supply and Sanitation Agency in Ondo State, Oluwarotimi Oladimeji, discussed effective strategies for eliminating NTDs from communities and outlined plans to reduce NTD prevalence in rural areas.
Number one is the chemotherapy, where drugs are given to those that are being infected. And then the other part, which we are not doing very well, is the preventive aspect, which is behavioral change, hygiene practices, sanitation practices, which will act, as a barrier from reinfection of the diseases, into the people that have already taken drugs and these diseases have been killed inside.
So once we have identified that there is need for safe water, actualization of basic sanitation, and improving our moral and the moral behavioral hygiene attitude, there will be change and there will be reduction in the NTD.
To effectively combat NTDs in the state, collaboration among government bodies, health agencies, and communities is crucial for enhancing public health and well-being. Abidemi Akinrotoye, OSRC News.
The need for collective responsibility among all stakeholders in the education sector took center stage at the 19th Annual Retreat and 76th Business Meeting of the Association of Registrars of Nigerian Universities held at Elizabeth University, Laramoki. In his keynote address, Professor Olufemi Bamiru, a former Vice-Chancellor of the University of Ibadan, delved into the history of Nigerian universities, highlighted the challenges that have plagued them, and outlined strategic solutions to reposition the nation's institutions. Omoniola Ngbiji reports that the event also featured the Acting Executive Secretary of the National Universities Commission, Chris Mayaki, among other notable stakeholders.
Navigating the challenging terrain of university administration in Nigeria, retrospection into the past and projection into the future was the theme for this year's annual retreat and business of meeting of the Association of Nigerian Universities Registrars held in Ondo State. The host and registrar of Elizade University, Mr. Omololu Adegbenro, said the theme compels participants to reflect on the journey, identify challenges, and forge sustainable pathways for the future of higher education administration in Nigeria.
Let us engage in candid and constructive discussions that will yield actionable solutions. I urge each of us to actively participate, exchange ideas, and network in ways that will enhance additional practices and ultimately improve the landscape of university administration in Nigeria.
Vice Chancellor of the university, Professor Kayode Ijadunwola, believed that the outputs of the retreat will go a long way in improving the landscape of Nigerian university administration.
When we meet like this, you're able to compare notes and share demonstrable best practices that can make us all contribute meaningfully to the growth and the progress of our various institutions.
Keynote speaker and former Vice Chancellor, University of Ibadan, Professor Olufemi Bamiro, said university education still has the capacity to provide lasting solutions to the nation's challenges if properly managed.
It cannot be business as usual. But managing change in a university is not easy. But I said that it is relatively easy. It's alignment of factors.
In his goodwill message, Acting Executive Secretary, National Universities Commission, Chris Mayaki, encouraged stakeholders to put in more efforts in ensuring that the vision of Nigerian universities are sustained.
Administrators and academics must work together. You know, in a multi-stakeholder collegiate, we must be very collegiate. You can't be a standalone. You can't say, this is a big office of the Vice Chancellor or the big office of the Director of Academic Planning. I don't care what the whole world says about me. You must, as a matter of deliberate strategic planning, be collegiate to form a positive and productive partnership to overcome all the obstacles and forge ahead.
Chairman of the association, Ifeoluwole, was optimistic of eventful and impactful retreat.
I am very confident that our time here will not only be enriching, but our discussions over today and tomorrow will undoubtedly shape the way forward for the registrar's role in advancing the university system and will also foster greater collaboration and understanding amongst us as registrars.
The two-day program will accommodate 3 paper presentations on various topics from different scholars, while election for new leadership of the association will bring the retreat to a close. Omoriola Humbeji, Osrc News.
The deplorable state of the Ado-Ekiti, Ikare, Akoko, Abuja road is a source of growing concern among residents and commuters who are calling on the government to ensure the quick execution of the road reconstruction project. Apart from the incessant road mishap and its attendant effect on vehicles, the poor road network, according to motorists, leaves them vulnerable to criminals. Osrc's Saeed Aribisala reports that despite the approval for the dualization of the 31-kilometer road project by President Bola Tinubu, commuters are concerned about the absence of construction activities.
The Ado-Ekiti Ikare Akoko Road is a critical route for commuters traveling between Ekiti and Ondo states in the northern part. This stretch of road in recent times has become a vital link for travelers moving from Lagos to northern Nigeria. However, the influx of articulated vehicles, among other trucks transporting goods and travelers, has left a trail of destruction on the road. What should be a simple journey has turned into a perilous ordeal. The road is pothole-ridden with crumbling patches and rough, uneven surfaces that slow down traffic and put vehicles at risk of breaking down, while the approval for the dualization of this road spanning 31 kilometers by the federal government was reviewed by Senate leader Okoyemi Bamidele in March 2024. The project is yet to bring forth any visible impact.
This is Ikare. The road has been a problem for the past few months. From the beginning of this year, the trucks, the lorries, and all those motors flighting the north to Lagos, they have now diverted to this one and they have destroyed all the roads. And the road is about becoming a death trap to the travelers moving from Ikare to Ekiti State. If nothing is done, within a very few months to come, no motor will be able to apply the road. And it's going to become very dangerous.
According to locals, the increase in the number of heavy-duty trucks and large cargo vehicles using this road has become alarming, constantly contributing to its worsened condition.
And this is the only one way to link to another state, which is Ekiti State. Maybe some people are going to Abuja or whatever. This is the only road they are always passing. Sometimes we meet like a 4-trailer, 5-trailer that will get accident. Some will turn to that pitch. Sometimes 3, 4, 5 people will die. So at the end of the day, sometimes all here just the smell, up and down. To assess that, say sometimes we cannot be able to pass this road. We appeal to government to consider us, because if they can help us to appeal to federal government to consider us to sign this road, all of us will be happy.
While the local community and residents fear that without significant immediate intervention, the road could collapse entirely, temporary succor was provided by Irun-Akoko-born politician and former Ondo State lawmaker Olugbenga Araoyibo, who facilitated the grading of some field sections.
Honorable Araoyibo, he used the opportunity to grade some part of the road on personal note, particularly in the area. That's where all those gradings were made. If the governor can do something about it.
The former lawmaker said the move was geared towards alleviating the sufferings of motorists and reducing their exposure to security threats that could arise from criminals exploiting the bad road.
We just want to, bring support to motorists along that road, because that is where I fly every now and then when I come home. And all those lorries flying that road, they've really destroyed the road, they've damaged the road a lot. Most especially during the rainy season, the road was nothing to write home about. Accidents and all what have you.
The people of Ikare-Akoko, Ogbagi, and Irun-Akoko in Ondo State, as well as motorists, are calling for swift execution of the road project. This road is more than just a link between states. It's a lifeline for countless Nigerians traveling for work, business, and family. But without urgent attention, it could soon become a greater tragedy waiting to happen. Sahid Arabisala, Osrc News.
And in a bid to ensure a crime-free yield time, the Ondo State Amotekun Corps has employed over 1,200 personnel to beef up security across the 18 local government areas of the state. The Corps Commander, Adetunji Adeleye, announced this while parading 22 suspected criminals for various criminal offences. Joy Pius reports that the security outfit has also commenced a 24-hour border patrol in the neighboring state of Osun Edo ahead of the yield time season.
The 22 suspects paraded by the Ondo State Security Network Agency, Amotekun Corps, were arrested across the 18 local government areas of the state. According to the Amotekun commander, Adetunji Adeleye, the Corps arrested 3 suspected kidnappers, while the other 19 were arrested for offences such as robbery, conspiracy, and burglary, among other offences.
I want to state that one of the soft targets unknowingly harbored a kidnapped victim for more than a week. And our investigation showed that it might not have been totally briefed that the man kept in his custody was kidnapped. Please, this period, be wary of visitors you allow into your privacy. While we request your support in contacting the Amotekun Corps on our distress call line, which remains 0807 99 999 89.
The Amotekun commander also urged residents to ensure that their second-hand products have the relevant receipts to avoid buying stolen items. As a way of ensuring a crime-free Yuletide, the corps commander stated that 1,200 personnel have been deployed across the state to check crimes and criminality, adding that the command is collaborating with other security agencies to map out strategies to ensure that the influx of visitors does not increase the crime rate in the state.
Men of the Ondo State Security Network Agency and other security agencies in Ondo State have mapped out strategy to ensure that influx of visitors and so on does not increase crime rates in Ondo State. We will continue to work around the clock to ensure the safety of lives and property during this Yuletide period. What you will observe in a couple of days from now is the presence of Amotekun men at strategic locations and black spots everywhere within the 18 local governments. This will no doubt curtail the excesses of these criminals.
The Amotekun commander assured residents of the agency's continued commitment towards security of lives and property in Ondo State. Joy Pius, Osrc News.
And that concludes Sunshine Report. Thank you very much for watching. Good afternoon.
Ṣàwárẹ̀ jọ̀ọ́jì mọ́ lọ́lọ́run fi ṣọ̀gá ọjọ́ tó dá ó ṣe ṣoṣo ṣùgbọ́n Jímọ̀ lọ́ba fún gbogbo àwọn ọjọ́ láyé ọba ọlọ́run ló fi Jímọ̀ ṣọ̀tá ọjọ́ pátá.
wọ́n má kàn mí olórin ṣẹ̀tàn fìyè bá wọn lọ ọ̀gá ìlú ni ẹ̀ka màmá jẹ́ láyé kábà lọ́ba ọlọ́run fi ṣọ̀gá ilé láyé ìbára àǹfààní ọba òkè tọ́ládá ìbára àǹfààní ọba òkè tọ́ládá ọjọ́ Jímọ̀ ló fi ṣọ̀gá ọjọ́ tó kù kò sírú Jímọ̀ nínú àwọn ọjọ́ láyé ó bá ọ̀yẹ́ ká pé ọjọ́ Jímọ̀ lọ́jọ́ ńlá wàá wọ́lá Jímọ̀ ọjọ́ àmì ọjọ́ ńlá kò yọrí ní sókè kí n lè dẹni ńlá.
ọjọ́ méje ló ń bẹ nínú ọ̀sẹ̀ kan ṣoṣo
ọ̀sẹ̀ kan ṣoṣo
Jímọ̀ lọ́ba fún gbogbo àwọn ọjọ́ láyé
Jímọ̀ ni
ọba
ọjọ́
ọlọ́run
Jímọ̀
ló
ni.
fi Jímọ̀ ṣọ̀tá ọjọ́ pátá. ọjọ́ méje ló ń bẹ nínú ọ̀sẹ̀ kan ṣoṣo ṣùgbọ́n Jímọ̀ lọ́ba fún gbogbo àwọn ọjọ́ láyé ọba ọlọ́run ló fi Jímọ̀ ṣọ̀tá ọjọ́ pátá.
àwọn alámọ̀rílà ọjọ́ Jímọ̀ máa ló wáyé o ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tó jẹ́ tóbi tá ò lè kà wọ́n tán láyé bàbá ńlá Ádámálé ìsọ̀lá tó lá ọjọ́ Jímọ̀ lọ́ba ọlọ́run ṣẹ̀dá Ádámọ̀ kó tó dá wa wù láti bí ìyá Ádámọ̀ kó tó dá wa wù láti bí ìyá Ádámọ̀ ó kó wọn sálì jọ̀nà ọjọ́ Jímọ̀ ní ọjọ́ ńlá o fúnra ọlọ́run ló ṣe Jímọ̀ làrólé fọjọ́ àṣà kan dá ọjọ́ ní Jímọ̀ kì í ṣọjọ́ lásán alábàjọ tán fi ń pè Jímọ̀ lọ́jọ́ ńlá àfọjọ́ ńlá bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ́hùn.
pópó ó ní ó jẹ́ iṣẹ́ awakọ̀ àwọn tí ó ń wọnú ọkọ̀ ìyẹn àwọn èrò ọkọ̀ àti àwọn agbófinró tí ó ń ṣiṣẹ́ lójú pópó kò sí ẹnikẹ́ni tí ó lè dá ṣe èyí ìfọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ èrò àti awakọ̀ tó fi mọ́ àwọn agbófinró ó ló lè jẹ́ kí gbogbo kó wa wá kó rin àrìnyè lójú pópó tàbá sì ti ń jáde àdúrà ká padà sílé láyọ̀ ni gbogbo wa máa ń gbà ẹ̀yin mo fi kí yín káàbọ̀ sórí ètò ọ̀nà àrìnyè láti iléeṣẹ́ amóhùnmáwòrán Osrc fún ti tòní Olúwafúnmilọ́lá Adébọ̀wálé atọ́kùnrin náà tún ní lónìí lórí ètò fún ti tòní àti ní àlejò pàtàkì láàrin wa èyí tó máa bá wa yànnàná bí èèyàn ṣe lè sọ̀rọ̀ bí èèyàn ṣe lè lo àwọn ìwé awakọ̀ ìyẹn ìwé ìrìnnà awakọ̀ driver's license lójú pópó àwọn ìlànà tí èèyàn lè gbà láti ní ìwé yìí àwọn àǹfààní tó wà nínú ìwé yìí bí ènìyàn ṣe lè máa lò lójú pópó àti wípé tí ọjọ́ bá ti lọ lórí tọ̀dọ̀ yín báwo ni ẹ ṣe lè ṣe é gbogbo ẹ̀ olóṣòdo sínú ètò tòní mo fi àsìkò yìí kí yín káàbọ̀ sórí ètò fún ti tòní àlejò wa àwọn náà ni olùṣàkóso àjọ VIO onímọ̀ ẹ̀rọ Àlàbá Adélẹ́yẹ àwọn náà wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ darapọ̀ mọ́ wa bẹ́ẹ̀. ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò fún tòní àlejò wa ẹ bá wa kí àwọn ará ilé.
ẹ ṣe àtọ́kùn àmàtúndé yín ẹ̀yin ará ilé ó tó yẹ mẹ́ta o àpò àkókò yìí o ẹ sì kú iṣẹ́ lẹ́yìn mo kí n sí olú iléeṣẹ́ àjọ VIO ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ondo ẹ ṣe àtọ́kùn.
tó ohun tí a mú wá fún àwọn èrò wa láti gbọ́ ní fótó yìí náà ni ìwé ìrìnnà àwọn awakọ̀ etí gbogbo èèyàn mọ̀ sí driver's license. Kí ni driver's license kan? Kí ló jẹ́? Kí ló dúró fún?
Ẹ ṣe driver license òun ni ìwé tó yẹ pé fún ẹnikẹ́ni láti wa mọ́tò ó gbúdọ̀ wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ó gbúdọ̀ ní kó jẹ́ ti tiẹ̀ kó jẹ́ pé orúkọ ẹ̀ ló ń bẹ ń bẹ kó jẹ́ pé fọ́tò ẹ̀ ló ń bẹ ń bẹ kó jẹ́ pé ó ti ṣe àwọn ìdánwò tí ó pọ̀ jẹ́ pé ó ti ṣe tó ti sanwó fún ìjọba tó ti wá sí iléeṣẹ́ VIO ìtàkùn vehicle inspection services tó ti wá sí iléeṣẹ́ VIO tá a ti wo ojú ẹ̀ tá a ti wo ẹsẹ̀ ẹ̀ tá a ti wo ọwọ́ ẹ̀ tá a ti bí ní àwọn ìbéèrè tí tá bá ti wá rí pé àwọn ìbéèrè tàbí ó lè dáhùn ẹ̀ tá bá ti rí pé àwọ̀ ẹsẹ̀ tó yẹ pé ó lè máa tẹ èyí tá à ń pè ní pedal àbí tọ́tù mọ́tò gbogbo ẹ̀yà ara ọkọ̀ èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ pátápátá la máa wò so tá bá ti wá wò pé ẹni yìí ó tó láti fún ní license ìlú èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ la máa fún ọwọ́ sí ìwé ẹ̀ pé ó yá lọ gba èyí tá à ń pè ní driver license so tá bá ṣe ń lọ olóòtú a máa sọ ìpele nípele tó yẹ pé ẹni tó bá fẹ́ gba license tó ní láti tọ̀ ẹ ṣe.
tó nínú àlàyé yín ẹ máa ṣe àyẹ̀wò ọwọ́ ẹ máa ṣe àyẹ̀wò ẹsẹ̀.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
ìyẹn túmọ̀ sí wípé ṣé àwọn àkàndá ẹ̀dá ò lè gba driver's license.
ẹ ṣe àtọ́kùn ìbéèrè lẹ́gbẹ̀rẹ̀ yìí